Hi,
My name's J.C. McCauley.
I'm Naisha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Support. My name is Tennille, and I have had the pleasure of knowing Mrs. Cindy Avese for over 10 years now. She's my former high school teacher, and I was fortunate enough to be a recipient of the Lauren E. Avese Scholarship, which is part of her charitable foundation, which she created in honor of her late daughter, Lauren, who passed away unexpectedly, but while she was doing mission work in the Dominican Republic. And so Mrs. Avese dedicated her life and her legacy to that foundation. And fortunately, she has taken me on as friend and as mentor. And so I am fortunate to be able to say that I'm here now, sort of somewhat in a partnership with her and the wonderful Mimi, who is here to talk to us about an amazing product called Life Vantage and how we can really utilize the products to help us to become more healthy. So, Mimi?
It's really nice to have a few minutes. Thank you, Jesse, because this is really wonderful to share in this really special day. So you're going to hear more from Cindy and Tennille, but since I was the one who sort of brought this to Cindy and reconnected with her a while ago, I'm just going to give you like a 2-minute overview of what this is about, because the hair products, which are wonderful, are part of a major scientific breakthrough that is really good news for everybody, and it has to do with a natural product developed by one of the world's top scientists. It's called Protandim, and it's been proven to turn on our body's system of antioxidants, so that within 1 month there's this dramatic improvement in health and in cell damage. So even an 80-year-old, their blood gets tested and it's at the level of a young child. So it's really wonderful. There's almost 30 studies, like the American Heart Association, Mayo Clinic, a lot of validation. And in fact, the drug companies are creating drug versions of this natural product. So this natural product is affordable and accessible. It went into a person-to-person model. So there's also a beautiful business opportunity to share this with your community and your family and friends. So over the last few years, the company Life Vantage has taken that same sort of technology, it's a natural way to activate your body, and they've applied it to a few other things. So there's skincare that activates the cells of your skin in the same way to clean up damage and allows your body to heal itself and do wonderful things, and some anti-aging things, which results, which is great. I usually tell people I'm 90, but anyways. And now they have also created what we like to call brain juice, but it's a drink called Axio, and you're welcome to try it. Those do have a little caffeine in them, but again, it's no sugar or caffeine, but it takes the same idea to activate especially your brain cells for mental clarity, and felt wonderful results with that product. And now, more recently, the shampoo, conditioner, and scalp serum, which it creates beauty and great results through creating health in your scalp. So everything from just general prevention through scalp health to real healing in terms of inflammation and psoriasis and other challenges that people have with their hair. We don't think about that. So anyway, that's a quick overview, and we do have a sheet here that we can, if you want to get more information, you're free to drink some of that, take some samples, and we do have a few samples of the hair line, which you'll hear more about. And I believe, Jesse, we discussed briefly because he's so busy, but the idea of us getting you products so you can kind of have an informal study with some of your clients to see what good results you get. So it's a beautiful package of life-changing, affordable products. And so anyway, so that's that. I'm going to turn it back to you.
You know something? Hartford's strength is the people. They're independent thinkers and love their city. So how did Hartford fall into the hands of rogue policymakers? Well, to start, this rogue group spent nearly $1 million putting themselves on the inside and leaving you out in the cold. What if I told you that $5 can be the difference between a Hartford with hope and vision or a Hartford that is in perpetual decline, increasing crime, and an educational system going nowhere fast? Your $5 contribution to our team is a statement that you are investing in Hartford's future. Your $5 contribution to McCauley for mayor will make you a member of the team, and together we will explore the possibilities. More than that, you will be demonstrating that Hartford's people are ready to make a stand. Withstand. Our goal is to get the support of 5,000 people who live, work, and play in Hartford. I'm asking you to make a bold statement by contributing $5 right now, today. If you believe in Hartford and its people like I do, make that contribution. And together we will show Connecticut that the people of Hartford care enough to do our part. We are ready to pick up the ball and run. The people of Hartford are back in the game, and we're in it to win. My name is J. Sam McCauley, and I approve this message.
I welcome Mrs. Avesi to come and talk to us more about the products so that she can explain what the products do, and then also I can talk about application, because we know that there are many different ways that we might use the products, especially as African American women, to help us with our hair growth. So, Mrs. Avesi?
Thank you so much. It's absolutely wonderful to be here because we all know that Jessie is a legend in Hartford, right? Everybody knows Jessie, and being on his show is always a treat. And I can tell you from personal background that if you're nervous and it's your first time, he has a way to get you relaxed so that you can actually say something and not just sit there shaking. You know? So being here is just so wonderful. And to introduce myself further, I am a retired teacher from Hartford. I taught in Hartford for 20 years as an English teacher and reading teacher at both Hartford Public High School and at Classical Magnet. And my family runs a company called Fit Kids Fun Camp and Tumble Bunnies Incorporated. And it was last fall that I was in excruciating pain, unbelievable, in my left leg and my right leg, and I was unable to walk because of sciatica and severe arthritis. So I was in a wheelchair for my 40th wedding anniversary, which was supposed to be a really fun trip at the coast of Maine. But instead, I was absolutely miserable, and nothing was helping me. I tried pharmaceutical medication. I tried orthotics in my shoes. I tried cortisone shots. I tried first the acupuncture and then the thicker needles called needling. And then I tried the blue cream that you spread all over your body. My friend Hyacinth Yenny says in her family that she believes that soaking in the tub with Epsom salt cures everything. So Hyacinth Yenny came to my house with a bag this big of the, bath time oatmeal-like substance that I was experiencing from the first time, but it didn't help. So I had the bravery to go on my Facebook page where I had 2,800 friends and just say, everybody, I am miserable. I've been posting pictures of me smiling and looking happy. Some of them are from 1 or 2 years ago. If you believe in prayer, will you please pray for me? Because I don't know what to do for the pain that I'm experiencing. And fortunately, my friend Mimi, that I hadn't seen in 32 years, saw my post and instant messaged me and said she had a product that has been helping many, many people, not only in the United States, but all over the world, and could she come over? So when she came over, what a grand reunion that was after not seeing each other for 32 years. And she started me on the herbal product called Protandem. I said, gee, what is in this? And she said 5 herbs from around the world. And I am of Swedish descent. My family came here from Sweden. So I liked that one of the roots was popular, the extract in Sweden. Then there was a root extract from India. Then there was white thistle. And then in it was turmeric and then green tea leaf extract. And it was all mixed together by the scientists because it got activated. So I said, I'll try it. She said, but you got to wait 4 to 8 weeks before you're going to see an effect. On the 6th week, she came to visit me again, and I had the house full of girlfriends because we were filling baskets to use for the golf tournament in memory of my daughter. And we were running around the house getting supplies, to put in the baskets. And she said to me, Cindy, how are you? And I just threw my arms up into the air and I said, I'm pain-free. And my girlfriend started clapping and she started to cry because she was so happy because she really cares and she knew the level of pain that I was in. So being on the Protandem was really life-changing to me. So my life took an upward spiral. And I realized how much I missed teaching children and preteens after retiring. So I got up the courage to apply to be a part-time reading teacher tutor in New Britain Public Schools and loved it. And I had the energy to teach middle school there. And then I was thinking about LifeVantage because it has a lot of good products. So when I went to my doctor, it was determined that I was so healthy and my blood work looked so great. However, I had one major problem. Health-wise, it still needed to be addressed. So my doctor had to inform me that I had shrunk 2 inches, but I had gained a considerable amount of weight when I was in pain. And he said, look on the chart. You're in a new category now. It's called morbid obesity. And I thought, oh my. So I contacted Mimi and I said, what do you have? And she said, oh yeah, we have a weight loss kit that is herbal. And you start with a probiotic. Then you have fat burners that are all herbal products and they don't make you jittery. And then the third is a shake. And it's a wonderful whey protein shake that's not made with soy like a lot of them are. And it had no sugar in it, which some of them have. So it was wonderful. And I take 1 shake in every 2 days. So then I took it and I started losing. And at my school where I tutor, which is De Loretto School in New Britain, a fabulous school, they had a contest for the staff called The Biggest Loser. And so for the first contest that went until the end of March, that one was men and women competing. And I came in 3rd prize of The Biggest Loser. And I was so excited that I had lost the 20 pounds. And then they had our second contest, which took my advice and said, can't just the women have a separate group from the men? It's too hard to compete when you're a 66-year-old woman with a young custodian male who's so fit and active. And they said, good idea, we'll do that. So that contest was just over and I lost 18 pounds for that. And so I got in 3rd place of that Biggest Loser. So it's been very exciting being on the product. And then I started thinking about when my daughter Lauren passed in the year 2006 on the Eastern Caribbean island called Dominica. And I thought about how after her passing, I started a support group with warm, caring people who hug and listen and care about each other. And we have women from the Hartford area who have bonded together. So I started thinking, well, what does LifeVantage have for a support group? So Mimi encouraged me to join, to enroll as a business partner of hers and to get into this. And I found the people to be so friendly and I love the conferences. So now I am an employee of LifeVantage, loving every minute of it. And I love seeing lives change from the use of this product. One is my husband, David, who was a PE teacher for 40 years in the town of Farmington, Connecticut. He was on his way to the emergency room because he didn't know if the pain coming down his arm was a heart attack or was it a stroke. So he decided, well, I'm going to stop at my doctor's and ask him about this before I go to the emergency room. The doctor said, well, you're very fortunate because I have in this office x-ray equipment, and I think I know what you have. So go and take an x-ray, and then we'll tell you. And the doctor said just what he thought. It was arthritis. That's what was causing the pain. So after being on the Protandim for 5 weeks, my former PE husband is now pain-free. Okay, so now you can see why I'm so excited about this product and why I wanted to contact my remarkable former student, Tonil, from Classical Magnet, because she's always excited about health and wellness. She cares about people, and I wanted to see if she would try some of the products because her opinion is so meaningful to our family. We love her dearly, and we see that she goes all around the world helping people. And when she won the 100 Women of Color Award, we were so proud of her because we know when we gave her the award for a scholarship when she was in high school, it was based on all of the community service that she was doing at that young age. And it's part of her family background to help others. So she was a person that we called right away and said, guess what? We're excited about something. So it's been a privilege through the years to know our dear Tonil, who is so good at drama that when she was in high school, the people would sit at the edge of their seats that were watching her. And I have a granddaughter now that reminds me of Tonil. And she's only 5 years old, and she said to the family, I'm going to act out all the relatives, and then you tell me who I'm acting out. You know, Tonil probably did something like that at age 5. So when it came to my turn to be reenacted, I wondered what little Hazel, my granddaughter, would do. And I will never forget it because it was before I met Protandim and Mimi. So this is what she did. Oh, she's holding him up. I'm in so much pain, kids. I can't sit down on the floor and play with you because if I do, I will never be able to get up. Oh, I can barely walk. The pain is unbearable. And if I sit down, I've got to get 2 strong men to help me get up. Oh. And I thought to myself, I do not want my granddaughter to remember me that way. So last weekend, I was there with her, and we had a blast going to the park. They live by the beach in Boston, and we went to a library, and then we went to flight trampoline where you jump on trampolines. However, I didn't get on the trampoline. Okay, but it was fun anyways, okay? So I am absolutely delighted to be here and to tell you that there is help for people in pain or people who want to lose weight. So now I'd like for my former student and the person that David and I like to call our niece to come and tell you a little bit about what she knows about the scalp and how a scalp serum can help. So let's have a big round of applause for former Miss Black USA and former Miss Jamaica, Tonil Watkins.